The top 10 weirdest coffee beans in the world.
Coffee beans are the most popular and valuable commodity in the world. They're also extremely strange and mysterious, even by our standards. The world of coffee beans is a mysterious one. It's hard to tell what you're going to get by buying that bag of green beans, but it's even harder to know what you're going to get when you can't find any information about the beans at all.
That's why we're here. We're here to help guide your brain through this murky world of coffee bean knowledge so that you can make a decision that will result in the tastiest cup of joe possible. You probably already have some good ideas about your ideal blend, but did you know that coffee beans come in all shapes and sizes? I'll tell you about some of the most unusual types of coffee beans out there, some disgusting, others delicious, like Kopi Luwak. So if your next cup isn't quite up to par with your usual brew, try something new. The top 10 weirdest coffee beans in the world. Top 10 Elephant Poop Coffee. Elephant poop coffee is the same as regular coffee, but it's made from beans that have been digested and then pooped out by elephants. The cherries are gathered from the elephant's dung and cleaned before being roasted. They taste like normal Arabica beans with a hint of chocolate. The process starts when an elephant eats ripe cherries to get them ready for digestion, but instead of digesting them, they pass right through their system without leaving any waste behind. The elephant's digestive systems are so efficient that they can eat ripe fruit at every stage. Then once all those little beans are excreted by the animal, humans scoop them up. It's not a very efficient process, but it does mean that the beans come out relatively clean and ready to be roasted. The beans are then dried in the sun and roasted over an open flame before being ground into powder.
Top 9 Kentucky Coffee Bean. If you're a coffee lover, you probably already know that there are many different types of beans available. However, if you have never heard about the Kentucky coffee bean before and would like to learn more about it, then read on. The Kentucky coffee bean is a variety of Coffea arabica that is native to the mountainous regions of western Ethiopia, where it grows at altitudes between 1,500 and 2.500 meters above sea level, as opposed to its cousin Coffea canephora, which only grows at elevations from 900 meters. The name Kentucky comes from how this type was discovered by Thomas Edison during his experiments with electricity in unsampled regions, thus being able to provide us with some very interesting facts about our world as well.
Top 8 Macaque Monkey Coffee Bean. Certainly. Another coffee bean that is puffed by an animal is the macaque monkey coffee bean, also known as Coffea alamede. This coffee is produced in the Philippines, where wild macaque monkeys eat the ripest and sweetest coffee cherries and excrete the undigested beans. The macaque monkeys are known for being very selective, choosing only the best cherries to eat. This results in a high-quality coffee bean with a unique flavor profile. Like civet coffee, the beans undergo a natural fermentation process as they pass through the animal's digestive system, which is believed to contribute to the coffee's unique taste. The production of macaque monkey coffee is rare and limited, making it one of the most expensive coffees in the world. While some coffee lovers appreciate the unique flavor and production process, others have concerns about the welfare of the monkeys and the sustainability of the production process.
Top 7 Jacu Bird Poop Coffee. Jacu bird poop coffee is made from a type of bird that lives in the Amazon rainforest. The beans are collected from the excrement of these birds, which you may have heard of. They're called jacu birds. The jacu bird is a type of cuckoo and is found in Brazil. It's also known as the golden bean cuckoo because its favorite food is ripe coffee beans. That's right, this specialty gourmet coffee features only one ingredient, hand-picked ripened Brazilian cacao beans roasted to perfection by local artisans. This delicious cup will leave you craving more than just one sip. The coffee is sold in bags of ground beans or as whole beans, and it is said to have a bitter taste. Most people who drink it mix it with milk or sugar because without these additives the coffee can be very strong.
Top 6 Black Ivory Coffee, Elephant again. Black Ivory Coffee is a luxury coffee brand from Thailand. The beans are brewed from beans collected from elephant dung, which makes them smell like poop and not much else. That's right, the coffee is made using the poop of elephants instead of a normal bean. The whole process takes nearly 2 weeks to complete, But the results are well worth it. The finished product has an earthy flavor that some people say tastes like chocolate or caramelized sugar. You'd think this would be weird enough on its own, but it gets even stranger when you learn how they get there. Mahouts, elephant keepers, in Thailand collect these beans and then bring them back to their farms for processing into coffee grounds at around $500 per kilogram, which is about 10 pounds.
Top 5 Geisha Beans Coffee. Geisha beans are a rare type of coffee bean that has been grown in the Kona district of Hawaii for about 120 years. They are named after the female Japanese entertainers known as geishas, due to their unique taste and charm. Geisha beans contain more caffeine than other types of coffee beans, but they also have vitamins B2, B3, C and E, which can help protect your skin from sun damage. Geisha coffee beans have been growing in popularity since they were first discovered by farmers in Colombia who were cultivating these seeds on their own land near the town of Tacondama, which translates as the beautiful mountain. They were much more common than other types of coffees around this time period, but weren't seen as valuable until recently when demand for fresh roasted gourmet coffees rose significantly due to their unique taste characteristics, especially when compared against other popularly traded varieties like Arabica or Robusta.
Top 4 Kopi Luwak Coffee. Kopi Luwak is produced by the Asian palm civet, Paradoxurus hermaphroditus, which is native to Indonesia. The animal eats coffee berries and then passes them through its digestive tract before collecting them as poop coffee or black ivory coffee. Most Kopi Luwak is produced in Indonesia, in the islands of Sumatra, Java, Bali and Sulawesi, Celebes. Production is also done in East Timor. In Indonesia, the beans are also collected from the droppings of marbled cat, Prodophilus fuscus, which has been domesticated for this purpose since ancient times, but only recently have scientists identified how enzymes found within their intestines break down proteins present in these beans so that they become less bitter than regular ones. The best way to enjoy this unique brew? Add some sugar syrup into your cup along with some hot water so that you get a sweetened version without having any bitterness whatsoever, plus it makes drinking easier too since you don't need much effort at all.
Top 3 Gayo Coffee. Gayo coffee is a type of Indonesian Arabica coffee taken from the Aceh province on the island of Sumatra, Indonesia. Coffee is the most popular beverage on earth. And it's no surprise, coffee beans come from Arabica trees, which are grown at high altitudes in tropical and subtropical regions of the world. Aceh is a province in Indonesia, Sumatra is an island off Indonesia's coast, South Africa is located on the southern tip of Africa, and that's where our story begins. The people who live there tend to live at high altitudes, around 1,000 feet, so they need to cultivate special types of coffee beans that can survive their harsh environments. These beans were first discovered by Dutch traders who came across them during their travels through Southeast Asia around 1600 AD, and they were eventually introduced back into Europe through colonialism after World War II ended.
Top 2 Icelandic Coffee. Icelandic coffee is a unique flavor, and it's grown in volcanic soil. It comes from Iceland, where the climate is ideal for growing coffee beans. The hillsides are covered with volcanic ash that's rich in minerals and nutrients, giving the plants a boost of energy to grow strong and healthy. The name Icelandic might make you think this type of bean is produced by Icelanders themselves, and if you'd like an example of how strange these things can get, consider this: some varieties of Icelandic coffee have been found to be so rare that they're worth more than gold. That said, if you have access to such a rare variety, or know someone who does, then go ahead and try brewing some up at home. Just make sure not too much time goes by between steepings.
Top 1 Goat Poop Coffee. Mountain goat coffee gets its unique flavor from the beans being digested and then pooped out by mountain goats in South Africa. Goat poop coffee is a gourmet coffee that comes from the South African hills. It's roasted and ground, then brewed in a French press with fresh goat milk. The beans are more expensive than other types of coffees because they're so hard to come by, but if you can get your hands on some, it'll be worth every penny. This exotic brew will impress anyone who tries it, and some says taste even better than elephant poop. Goat poop coffee is a great alternative to the acidity of regular coffee, which can be very hard on your stomach. It's also gentler on your body, as it doesn't contain any caffeine at all. Plus, goat poop coffee is just plain better for the environment than regular coffee, because there's no packaging involved and much of it is compostable, and sometimes even biodegradable. You're helping preserve our planet by consuming this alternative beverage with yummy taste.
Thanks for tuning into my video on the top 10 weirdest coffee beans in the world. I hope you enjoyed learning about these unique and rare coffee beans as much as I did. If you're a coffee lover, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on any of our future coffee-related videos. And don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know which coffee bean on this list surprised you the most or request a content that you would love me to do. Your feedback helps me create better content for you in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.